Anthony's adult daughters, Emily and Daisy, sharing the news via a statement to the Press Association on Friday. They say he died peacefully of complications due to pneumonia, surrounded by his family.
You already know where this is going, don't you? You felt it the second you saw the headline. Another celebrity death, another family statement, another peaceful passing surrounded by loved ones. And you read it, and something in your gut said, wait. His daughters called it pneumonia. Complications, they said he was 72. And look, maybe that's exactly what it was. Maybe we're all supposed to just nod and share the tribute posts and move on. But here's the thing though. You and I both know that's not how this works anymore. Not with these people. Not with the ones who saw too much. Not with the ones who played roles that weren't really roles at all. Anthony Head, you remember him as Giles, the watcher, the quiet one in the library who always knew more than he let on. The one who kept the books, who understood what was actually happening while the teenagers ran around thinking they were in control. And then later, Rupert on Ted Lasso, the scheming ex-husband, charming, wealthy, connected, the kind of man who smiles at you while he's already decided how he's going to destroy your life. Art imitating something. You already know what I'm about to say. His daughters said they're lucky. They said they get to watch him doing what he loved even when he's no longer with them. Beautiful words, heartbreaking words. The kind of words you write when you're standing in front of cameras and you have to say something because the world is watching. But let me ask you something, and I need you to stay with me here. Why did Sarah, his partner, the mother of his children, a woman he stayed with for decades, why did she die just months earlier? Very little warning, the family said. She was only 61. Actually, wait, let me rephrase that. She was 61? And the family said it happened with very little warning, and now he's gone too. Both of them. Inside one calendar year. You see it, don't you? I'm not saying anything out loud that you haven't already thought. This is just us talking. Just two people who've been watching long enough to know that when two people close to a certain world die back to back with very little warning, the question isn't whether something's wrong. The question is who benefits from us not asking. Let me slow down for a second, because this part matters. Look at me. I mean it. Put your phone down for 5 seconds. Anthony Head wasn't just an actor. He played a watcher. A man whose entire job was to see what others couldn't, to keep the dangerous books, to know the old names, to understand that the monsters walking around in human skin, they don't just live in fiction. He said it himself in that old interview. Buffy spanned from 6 years old to 60. Everybody, he said, would love to have somebody who was seemingly wise and all-knowing. He knew what he was playing. He knew why people connected to it. And here's where it gets interesting. He left Buffy. Did you catch that? In the transcript, he says he did 5 years as a regular and then 2 more recurring. Why? Because he wanted to go back to his kids. They were 6 and 4 when he started. By the time he left, they were still only 12 and 10. He chose his children over the machine. Over Hollywood, over the thing that would have made him a household name a decade earlier. And the machine, well, you don't get to just leave. Not when you've seen the real scripts. The ones they don't publish. The ones that aren't about vampires at all. Now his daughters are both working actresses. He said that with pride. I'm very, very proud, he said. And Sarah was teaching, writing all over the world. A family of artists. A family of people who knew how to tell stories. And then Sarah died, no warning, just gone. And then Anthony died. Pneumonia, they said. But you and I both know pneumonia is what they write when they don't want to write the real thing. It's the same word they used for so many others. The same word that covers the same silence every single time. This wasn't an accident. Not an accident at all. Think about Ted Lasso, a show about kindness, about decency, about a man who believed the best in everyone. And Anthony played the villain, the rich, powerful ex-husband who manipulated everyone around him. The man who treated people like chess pieces. And the audience loved to hate him because he was good at it, because he understood something about that kind of person that most actors don't. He knew because he'd seen them in rooms, at parties, in the spaces where the real power sits. I need you to hear this part clearly. The question isn't whether Anthony had died of pneumonia. The question is what he was planning to say, what he was planning to do, what book he was going to write, or what interview he was going to give, or what name he was finally going to speak out loud. Because they always get sick right before they talk. Always. His daughters say it was an honor to witness the impact he had. And I believe them. I believe he was a good father. I believe he loved his family. I believe he tried to protect them from whatever he knew. But here's what nobody's saying. The same machine that put him on screen is the same machine that decides when you leave. Not just the show, the earth. And the anger I feel, and I know you feel it too, is that we keep pretending. We keep posting the heart emojis. We keep saying, rest in peace. Like peace is something they give you. Like peace isn't what you find when you've been quiet long enough to disappear. So here's my question to you, and I want you to sit with it. I want you to feel it. How many more actors have to die of pneumonia before we stop calling it that? You already know the answer. You've known it for years. Now tell me in the comments, because they're watching. They're always watching. And the only thing that's ever scared them is us not looking away.